I'm a quiet person. By that I mean I choose to be silent. It isn't out of shyness or some form of social anxiety. I simply have always been quiet and never speak unless spoken to. I like it that way. It lets me play the part of the observer. I enjoy quietly watching the world and the people that inhabit it, and I notice the most interesting things. There are times when I wish I was more talkative, and the people would actually take note of me more so I had the chance to speak. There's someone in particular I've always wished would notice me, but I barely seem to be a blip on their radar. Why would I be? I'm nothing. Nobody. Someone most people don't even look twice at. I'm used to it, but it doesn't stop it from being even the slightest bit painful, especially when sometimes I finally feel like they've seen me. A glance cast my way, or a double take. They'll linger a bit in front of me and I'll be preparing to open my mouth, to say something. Anything. Only for them to turn heel and walk away. I'll admit, I follow them around, but I just can't help it. I doubt you'd understand the longing I feel, my desire to finally be seen. They have the most beautiful eyes, a deep, warm, earthy brown. They contrast so nicely with the soft blonde locks that cover their head. How I long to run my fingers through those golden strands. I slip into their home when I can. It's rather easy for me to do so. No one seems to notice I've been there when morning comes. I just like to watch them as they sleep. The way they fidget in their bed. The way stray moonlight filtering through their curtains makes their hair glow. It's beautiful. I've lost track of how long I've been watching them. How long I've been desperate for them to finally look my way and actually see me. Not see right through me. I'm a firm believer in patience being rewarded, so I've always been content to continue my silent, distant watch, waiting for a chance to at last present itself. I've not been disappointed. Night has come again, and once more I am in the home of the one I watch. Usually they sleep soundly through the night, not stirring until their alarm wakes them in the morning. But tonight has proved to be different. My patience is paid off. They awoke for the bathroom. In the dark and their tired haze, they've not yet noticed my presence, but they're about to. I creep into the bathroom alongside them, somehow still unseen. It isn't until they flush the toilet and make for the sink that they finally see me, smiling and waving from my mirrored prison. At first they put their vision down to tiredness, I'm sure, head shaking and water being splashed on their face in an attempt to wake themselves up. But when they look back up into the mirror, I'm still here, a hand pressed to my mouth to conceal my giggling. A hand that looks just like theirs, with a face that does too. A perfect reflection, only not mirroring their actions. I've been trapped within mirrors, every mirror, for so long, waiting, and waiting. I just needed someone to notice I wasn't them. It's harder than you think. You people are all too happy to brush things off as a trick of the light, simply seeing things, or something being caused by tiredness or drunkenness. I've been stuck in my prison for decades. Now I have freedom. Whilst my target is still caught in stupor, I reach forward, arms managing to stretch free from my reflected world, just far enough to allow my hands to grip their shoulders. They scream, but it's too late. I pull them in, yanking their body through the rippling void my breaching the mirror has caused. Down I pull until only their legs remain, struggling and flailing on the other side. Another sharp tug has pulled them into my world, a perfect copy of theirs, only lonely and empty, a world without others. Not giving them a chance to come to their senses and break free whilst they can, I leap from the mirror, making a dull thud on the bathroom floor. I take a moment, massaging my temples before rising to my feet. They're pounding on the glass, desperately trying to break free. I grin and I wave, turning to walk back to my bed, my room. Before settling in to sleep in the first night of my life, I grab a coat from my wardrobe and hang it over the dressing table mirror, turning their world in this room into a black void of nothingness. They cannot follow me here. When morning comes, I'll get rid of the mirrors in the house. I'm not taking any chances. Never again. As I settle into bed, I'm sure I can hear your muffled weeping from the bathroom. Far, far away. Be careful when checking yourself in the mirror. I'm sure the one I watched now longs to be free.